You can start using this spreadsheet from the game setup menu here. This is the worksheet where you can set points, edit point to meet your own scenario here, to meet your point system that maybe you already used this before, and then you can edit it again. Also, you can set the knockout rounds game scenario, whether the team in the pairing matches suit your player prediction or similar with the actual matches. This is where you can select here. Remember, you select this, so I just want to remind you, if you select this player prediction in the game board, you can I'll go to the bottom here. If you set this to tournament actual result, so actual player prediction team will be similar with the actual teams. But if you set it to player prediction match, it will wait until the team that predicted by your player is come up in this table. Okay, now after you set up this, program to game setup, you can go to the participant setup here. There is a tournament setup here. If you will need this, if you want to translate this team name to your own language. For example, you want to change United States to other word or to USA here, and then you can see name in the game board will change automatically from United States to USA. See, you can also change directly by typing here the name on top of this game board to your own language. There is a FIFA World Ranking point here where you won't need it. This is just for to differentiate team standing in the beginning, but after game is played and completed, they will be ranked by the tiebreaker, official tiebreaker, as you can read in the right side of this table. In the last World Cup, there is a tiebreaker, one group where the tiebreaker has to go to tiebreaker number 7 here. So if this is happen, you just need to fill the fair play point here. Just edit. I mean, if they got a yellow card, you can go to the FIFA website to get the total fair play point. But basically, the rule is yellow card is -1, -3, -4, just a sum of this. Okay, but what about if the actual have to go to number 8, tiebreaker number 8? If this happen, you can go to the game board and just type here. For example, just type here to Mexico, and then this is Argentine. If it has to go to the tiebreaker number 8, that's for the tournament setup. And then now the participant setup, you can type player here, player 1. I just try to make it simple, the 12 here. And remember, the order of player here will decide player standing if the tiebreaker for the player or the participant have to go to the number 4, tiebreaker number 4. Okay, you can also put the starting point here. It can be based on anything. For example, the amount of entry fee or late prediction submission. You want to give a penalty or anything. You can put starting point maybe 20 or maybe -10. So it will be sum up automatically in the player scoreboard. If you can see here, starting point is shown automatically here. Okay, just delete it because you can set it by your own here. And now you can go to the game board. This is where you need to put all of your player prediction. Player prediction 1, 2, and so on. You don't need to type one by one. You can just copy from your player prediction sheet. How to copy is simple. For example, here I use a similar sheet. Okay. Just to illustrate, for example, if you have this prediction in your player prediction sheet, just select this up until bottom and then copy, press Ctrl C, or you can go here and copy, and then you can go to here and just paste to the player 2, just select the one here, right click it, and then click here, paste as values. You can use this 1, 2, 3 icon, or you can see here automatically, or you can go to the paste spatial and then again select 1, 2, 3, depends on your version of Microsoft Excel or Google Sheet, because the menu might be different, but the basic is similar. You can do again the prediction for the knockout round here. Okay, after that, for example, filling okay, you can go to the typing the actual result here. If you see this in the scoreboard, so no points are awarded because none of the actual match are filled. And there are two here, scoreboard, one scoreboard and one prediction summary that you can see. Prediction summary is basically the one where you can see the prediction of all of player here. Also, there are top tip prediction where you can see on top of this table that can help you what the majority prediction. Okay, and then if you can go to the result here, for example, just make it a dummy. Oh, sure. Okay, and then I can see in the scoreboard. Okay, points are given, and then the total point, because it's only I just use 2 player here, and then the prediction summary and the leaderboard. As you can see here, you can see the points, and also you can see the last 5 prediction match point here. Maybe you just want to have more variation here. You can see the last 5 match point. Yeah, it will automatically sort it based on the last score you fill in the actual scores in the game board worksheet here. Okay, and one thing that I think I forgot to inform you, that there is a field for the best player and the top scorer here. There are, for 100 player, you need to fill up to 100 player here. You don't need to fill in the beginning. This table is used only to make consistency of the selection of the drop-down list that people can select, because For example, here Cristiano Ronaldo, Cristiano Portugal, and then you put in the game board here. If you select here, okay, but if you type it here, for example, is incorrectly just like this, or okay, just like this, but without Portugal maybe. Basically, this is inconsistent. So if you put here, then you see he got 24 point, and then he got 0. Yeah, that's the function of this best player table. We just fill up to 100 for the 100 possibilities of selection, yeah. And then you can go to the game board and select the player, the best player that chosen by your player. And remember, in the prediction sheet there will be no drop down list because it doesn't need, they just type, but you need to convert to put in the table before you select it in here.